I know we were just talking about hell yeah, but you're also working on Virtua Fighter Final Showdown, right?
Yes, I am.
All right. So what's going on with Virtua Fighter? I saw it at PAX last year, and I haven't really heard too much since then.
Well, we're in the process of touring Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown across the U.S. We'll have some more dates to be announced coming soon, but give a little bit of background on Virtua Fighter. Those of you who know Virtua Fighter have known the series, been around in the arcades and also on the console for a long, long time. What Final Showdown is the final version of the Virtua Fighter 5 arcade code. AM2 developers, great guys, phenomenal job on this game. There's various versions of the Virtua Fighter 5 code in Japan, and what they're doing is taking that final version, the most polished version, bringing it over to the US, to the console, thus the name Final Showdown. And to clear up any misconceptions that people have, you're not required to have Virtua Fighter 5. This is a standalone title, digitally downloadable through XBLA and PSN.
Nice. Now, I take it like it's been rebalanced, retooled, and kind of given a facelift, so to speak?
Yeah, that's absolutely the best way to put it. It's had a facelift, and when we say that, it almost implies that the previous product needed a facelift, and I don't think that's the accurate way to put it. I think that it's been changed for the best, but the previous product was great as well. What we've done is added a new arena and 2 new characters. The 2 new characters are Takarashi, who some of the old fans may remember from Virtua Fighter 3. He's a sumo wrestler, and we brought his sumo arena back. And then on top of that, we added Jean Cujo, who is a French karate artist. And he's a really cool character. He's powerful, and he's got his karate down pat, and he's a very fierce enemy.
Awesome, man. Killer. So, like, Virtua Fighter 5 has been out for a long time now. You guys probably could have, or pardon me. So Virtua Fighter 5 has been around for a long time now. And the last iteration to come out for a console was a few years ago. Was there just like a high demand to bring this to America?
Yeah, the Virtua Fighter fans are some of the most loyal fans of any franchise that's out there. I went to the final round fighting tournament this past weekend in Atlanta, and these guys were telling me about how they got this petition started a few years ago to bring the game back, and I know that was one of the contributing factors that got the game back in the U.S. because 5 was released in 2007 on the console, so that's been, what, 4 or 5 years. So, you know, it's really exciting to have it back, and I think it's a great product.
Killer, man. Any tips, any advice out there for would-be fighters?
Yeah, the game is not as imposing as many people think. When I was at Final Round, once again to reference that, people were saying, I love Virtua Fighter, I love it, but I can never get good at it. And I think that's a misconception that really it's not accurate at all. Like, yes, there is that same depth to the game that's been classic through Virtua Fighter, and if you practice, you can get great and be unbeatable to some degree, but the new guys, we have some great training modes in there for them to learn all the lists of moves that we have. It'll tell you when you execute it properly, and some of them even have videos to tell you exactly how to do it. So, you know, Virtua Fighter is a game for anybody. It's not just the old fans, it's new people as well.
Awesome, man. Now, there are a lot of like mashup fighting games out there where different companies take their characters and they just throw down. They have them brawl together. Is there any chance we'll ever see something like that for Virtua Fighter? Because I think it would be great to see some of these characters take on some other well-known fighting characters out there in the universe.
I suppose there's always a chance, but there's no details that have been announced for anything like that up to this point.
Awesome, man. Well, you know, I'm sure Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown will be enough to satiate people's appetites for at least a while. But now that we've brought it up here, rumors are going to be flying and speculation is abound. So you know, we'll just speculate. But the future is unknown. Right?
Yeah. Well, it's safe to say that we brought this game back because we know that the demand is high. We're excited to see the fans enjoy this game, and we'll just go from there.
Awesome. When is this going to be launching?
It's going to be launching sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Summer of 2012.
Summer of 2012? Awesome.
Yeah.
XBLA and PSN?
Correct. Yep.
All right. Well, we look forward to checking it out.
Thank you.
Thank you.